Facebook's algorithm. That's exactly what you're trying to go wrong.
Sure. That's what most things do. And it's tough at 10 o'clock in the morning because you got other people doing sports or you got first take and all that stuff.
Everybody who's got that damn beat backing and no money.
Yep.
Carolina fans, like, how was your weekend? I was like, it was fun. Carolina fans come up to me, how's your weekend? I'm like, it was good. Better than y'all clowns. You got blown out by 20 in your home state.
I'm so excited. Of course. There you go.
Right. What's the nice? There were some of those at the game?
No, I haven't really won. Just some body. Come on, man.
Trey Young, if you take Trey Young, you're going to have to live with the decisions he makes as he don't play him. I mean, the kid is good. He can shoot. He's going to turn the ball over. And then there's going to be times like this right here. He's trying to do way too much. Give the ball up. You got two guys running with you. Give the ball up. You had 48 to lose an effort.
This is BSS Carolinas, live from Charlotte, North Carolina. We are proudly sponsored by Attitude Broadcasting with your host, Rocky. This next one says JJ Barea. It's like, what?
Get the crust out your eyes.
Yeah, go up to number 4, the Southern School player. Fitzpatrick, I'm going to say Summit Foundation, Jason Garrett. Mr. 315.
Cowboys. Wait a minute, Jason Garrett's the coach for Dallas? I don't have a name. Jesus Shuttlesworth. Don't give him a pass on that suit either, and that halftime break. Probably the best.
And Big Shot.
And ain't nobody fresher on
We got to show over both TV and have a lot more
Tom Brady
freedom to do
losers.
exactly
Dude.
what the hell we got to
Show
do.
love like you can. The Dude
They have
Browns
shows
get
over
their
both
first
TV
win of
shows
the
and we
season.
still drinking.
We been like, who the hell is this running back? He holding up to 6, baby.
This segment is sponsored by Cody Zell.
You are listening to BSS Carolinas.
Welcome to BSS Carolinas on Stitcher, Spreaker, iTunes, iHeartRadio. Of course, I am your host, Rocky. Let's see if I can turn that up just a little bit more. I'm in the studio this week with the one and the only B3 Exponent.
Live from the campus of the Connecticut School, live from the campus of the Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Make your dream, there we go. Live from the campus of the Connecticut School of Broadcasting. I like that dramatic pause you had when you brought me in. That was awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to bring in a little bit different, but I didn't realize that you were on 3 instead of 2, so my bad.
Oh, it's all good. And we are officially sponsored by the Attitude Broadcasting Company.
We put attitude in broadcasting.
The only ABC for 2018. Please, ABC, Walt Disney, don't come after us. We're just playing.
Absolutely, please don't. And we are on Facebook Live this morning with our new Mevo.
What's up, Facebook Tonyers?
What's up, everybody? We are going to have a great show today. During the show today, please chat with us during the show. Let us know anything you want to talk about.
And we can chat back. Oh, let me try to sit over here so I can look at the camera. This is turning this way. So I don't want y'all looking at the back of my head and seeing my thinning hair on top of my
Really?
head.
You want to talk about thinning hair? You want to talk about thinning hair?
My
This
goodness.
guy, my co-host, man.
My goodness. It's all about the vanity look here. Image is everything. Sprite.
Image is everything.
Image is everything.
All right, LeBron. What's that? Receding hairline over here.
Well, LeBron got money to pay for new hair. I don't have money to pay for new hair. How was your week? How's your bracket? How did your Final Four look like? Anything close? Did you get any of the Final Four teams? Villanova?
Nova and Kansas.
You got Kansas? Okay.
Who'd you get?
Nova. That's
Yeah.
the only one I had.
That's right. Our national championship teams are out.
Yeah, damn dude. Had the game won too. Make a free throw. Make some easy buckets at the end. It's all good though. We appreciate your year, Marvin Bagley. Grayson Allen, even though you didn't show up in the Elite Eight game.
This time of year. No more Grayson Allen. Oh, thank goodness. You know, he's the only Duke player ever to make the pool for Carolina. Just saying.
It's fine. It's all good. We'll be back next year. I was watching the high school basketball.
I was going to ask you,
American
you
game.
watch the McDonald's
Oh
All-Star?
my gosh, that talent they got coming. I mean, just the athleticism between Williamson and Barrett is scary. It's real scary. And then we're gonna return a couple of the players. So we'll see how next year goes. We'll be talented again. Talent don't always equal championships. Not in college basketball.
That's true. I mean, that's very true, man. I mean, I'm just interested to see how we all do next year. I mean, even State lost year 7's gone, so we'll see what happens there. Look at our bracket challenge, since you brought it up. I've got Nova. Kentucky's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I got Nova and Kansas. That's it. I have one. No, I got Michigan.
You put Michigan?
I put Michigan in Final Four. Yeah. I had Michigan, Kentucky, Kansas, and Villanova. So 3 of my 4. But my national championship was Kentucky and Michigan State.
Oh,
And
that ain't happening.
yeah, they ain't happening.
So you done.
But hey, at least I got 3 of the 4. I got 3 of the 4 again.
That's nice. Good picking.
So
Good picking.
yeah, let's see here. I got to see where our standings there are in group. BSS bracket. I'm second. Corito's first.
Who the hell is Harito?
Who is that? I gotta get back and look. Oh, I think that's Jeremy Romo, one of my buddies. I am second. You are fifth.
Fifth.
You're fifth, man. I got 620 points. You got 520.
I ain't getting no more points.
Guess who won this year?
I guess I get to take a shot next week on the show.
Oh, what are you taking a shot of?
Some brown, nigga? Some like, oh, no, I can't do that. I gotta work. I don't know. A shot of toothpaste?
A shot of toothpaste. Oh, man.
Disgusting.
You know what? I got something for you, man. I just went to New Mexico this past weekend.
You trying to give me some more hot sauce?
I got some green chili sauce for you to try.
I'm gonna have to do it for another bet.
Oh no, it's seasoning. I can't let you try it because it's seasoning. Yeah, I know you don't want no seasoning, so. But yeah, we'll get something next week on the show you can do. But we'll talk about the Final Four here in a few minutes. But we got a great show for you today. There's a lot of news to talk about. NFL, Carolina Energy, local sports.
Did you go to an energy game?
No, I was out of town. Did you go?
I ain't going to no damn energy game. I forgot they were even playing. Maybe we should show up and do a show from there.
We should, man. I want to call and see if we can get one of the coaches or something on the show.
We should call and see if we can do a show from there.
Hey, I'm fine with that. You think they'll let us do a show?
Yeah, why not? We're just gonna sit there and record, do a show, put us in their broadcast, their news booth, energy, y'all out there. BSSCarolinas.
That's right. And, we'll bring our Mevo. Get your Mevo on.
Right, this thing is awesome, man.
Dude, You should see this
It
camera.
looks like it should have wheels and could roll around and like bring you a drink or something.
I'm telling you, alright, now autopilot needs to slow down a little bit. It's putting me all over the place.
It's cool, man. Multiple shots.
Yeah, no, it's definitely doing it. But it's gonna take a little bit of time to get used to this thing. But we have a great show for you today. We got, man, we got 2 words for you, bon voyage, all that good stuff. But first, let's go into hot sauce. Giants, they're asking for 2 first rounders for Beckham Jr. Would you trade for him, or would you trade him, and what is he worth?
No, I wouldn't trade him. It's allegedly they're asking for 2 first rounders. I don't know. Who knows? I wouldn't trade him. Why the hell would I trade my best player, one of the best receivers in the league? I know he has some off the field stuff, but he hasn't tested positive for any drugs, right? He hasn't been suspended before. He hasn't been locked up. And I know of several wide receivers that have been caught doing dope before. It has not affected their play. And this is New York City. So we know what goes down in New York. The Giants would be crazy to trade their best player, their best asset, for what? 2 first rounders that aren't guaranteed to work out? And when Odell Beckham Jr. is on the field and he's healthy, he's one of the most gifted, talented playmakers in the league. You must be out of your damn mind. You're out of your damn mind. But no, like we were talking about pre-show though, if you would give me Dez Bryant and then 2 first rounders, give me a commodity back and 2 first rounders, let me see if we can make that work.
Yeah, because, I mean, listen, first and foremost, would I trade him? If you don't think if you think he's on a decline, which I don't think he is, then sure. I wouldn't trade him, but if he's a bad locker room guy and you're trying to change that culture, you have to trade him.
I don't think it's the locker room issue. It's starting to become the money issue. He wants one of those big long-term deals, that nice guaranteed dollar behind it. And I can't blame him,
Now, you can't say he's a bad teammate because, I mean, if you didn't see the video of him and Sterling Shepard and Roger Lewis
and Victor
at
Cruz,
the wedding, and Victor Cruz,
and the beach, and then them at the wedding, they love OBJ. Eli Manning loves OBJ.
Yeah.
I think you got to keep him at least another 2 seasons. I'm not giving up. No, hell no.
But if we know Dave Gettleman, the GM of the Giants, he's all about trading people, especially that want money.
Well, no, they tried to pay Josh Norman. Josh Norman just started going crazy, but Josh Norman isn't the player and doesn't have the effect on the field that Odell Beckham Jr. has.
I don't know about that, man. When he was in Carolina, he had that.
Because he had a great front 7 in front of him that year. You seen what he's done in DC.
He's not bad in DC.
They ain't winning. He's not affecting. He's not putting his
No, he's not
on the
changing
game.
the field. No,
You saw when OBJ went out, the Giants could not score. Could not score.
With no offense, even when he was on the field, they couldn't.
They did struggle to score, but they had a better
you
chance
gotta
to score when he was on the field.
But you can't just say it's Beckham because they can't run the ball. They can't protect Eli. I mean, there's a lot of other things going on with that situation.
But you gave Nate Solder a big deal to shore up the offensive line.
Right.
More than likely, you're going to take Saquon Barkley to shore up the running game. So then why are you going to get rid of Odell Beckham Jr.?
Right.
When you're going to probably do these things because it's going to fall in your lap that way. So I can't see them moving on from Odell Beckham Jr.
We'll see. I don't think they will either. I mean, I think if they're smart, they hold. I mean, he's one of the best.
I mean, Marty. Somebody send an email to Marty.
Marty's
Holler at Dave Gettleman. Let's see if we can get him in here.
If he goes anywhere, to me, it's going to be Dallas and the LA Rams. And everybody's talking about the LA Rams. You know, they're missing some holes on the offense. Right? I mean, Cooper Kupp's not bad. You know, he's good, but really, Robert Brooks, did you see him play up there? He ain't that good.
I mean, they did lose a piece when they lost Sammy Watkins. They haven't replaced the wide receiver. They haven't.
Can you name a tight end?
No.
Can you name another offensive player other than Ty Gurley that's worth anything? And Goff, who had a good season.
For the Rams, no. I don't watch Rams games, so I can't tell you what they do. But I mean, Robert Woods was pretty good for them when he was healthy, right?
Yeah, but he's so hit and miss. He's not a number one.
And that's
He
why
might be a number three.
They would love to have OBJ in LA. I mean, LA is a spot to be now to play football.
Yeah. So somebody that loves to be in LA right now is Dominic Sue. He signed a 1 year, $14 million deal. So now they have him, Marcus Peters, Akeem Talib, and Aaron Donald all on that defense. The
and
defense.
didn't they sign a linebacker too?
Yes.
I can't think of his name, but it's a good linebacker they picked up. Their defense sounds, I mean, on paper, if you look at their defensive names, it sounds like it should be a good time, but they have a lot of personalities in that locker room. That's going to be there.
Wilson they signed at linebacker from the Chiefs.
So we'll see how Marcus Peters, Akeem Talib, and Dominic Sue, Aaron Donald, all these big personalities on that defensive side mesh together.
When's the last time you seen Sue change your team into a Super Bowl contender?
Not a Super Bowl contender, but that Monday night last season against New England, he looked dominant when they beat the crap out of him.
Okay, for one game, but for a season, when's the last time he's made a difference?
I mean, he hasn't
never
been,
has.
He hasn't been the guy since he left Detroit. He hasn't been that guy.
He's been good. Even when he was in Detroit, he was good, but they never got over the hump. They never won a couple playoff games.
Well, I mean, just looking at it on paper, it looks good. It sounds good for the Rams.
Well, I was at the baseball game the other day, and somebody's talking about they're the NFC favorites. I can't see it.
I can't see
I mean,
it.
I have to go with the Eagles, unfortunately, right now as the favorites until somebody beats them.
Eagles and Vikings. They look strong, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, I definitely don't think they're number one there. Some other news. NFL adjusted the catch rule.
It's been years too late.
Yeah, 2014.
That Jericho Cotry catching the Super Bowl that you said wasn't a catch, and then we fumbled and gave up a touchdown the next play. Stupid mess. It's crazy.
I mean,
NFL.
you will pull that catch.
I
The
got
most famous catch that people remember is Dez Bryant against Green Bay. And it was a touchdown.
I mean, that's important for Cowboys fans, but this was in the Super Bowl for the Panthers that would have gotten us a first down and gotten us off our goal line. This was a huge turning point, and it was a catch. The ball never even hit the ground, and he got control of it, and they called it incomplete. Stupid NFL.
Well, I'm glad they changed it and fixed it. Now you hear people complaining about why did they take the rule out. So now it's going to be funny to watch next year. NFL adopts targeting rule where lower the head to initial contact with the helmet is a foul, and they'll be disqualified.
I mean, sometimes you can't help it if you're going at full speed and you're making a tackle. Sometimes the head just goes down naturally on instinct. So
Look at running backs.
What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Play flag football. Because you don't want people to tackle each other because of concussions, because you're scared people are going to get hurt. Yeah. They're destroying the game. The NFL is destroying the game. There's too many rules, too much politics. The commissioner, they have a commissioner everybody hates. They don't treat their players right. They have so many issues. They wonder why their ratings are going down. Whatever, NFL, whatever. I mean, I'm gonna watch because I'm gonna be invested in fantasy football again, trying to win a championship. That's the only reason I watch NFL. If I didn't play fantasy football, I probably wouldn't be watching the NFL.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. All right, we've talked about this before. To me, the more you try to take away, the worse it's going to get. I mean, because what are you going to do with the running backs that lower their heads? How are you supposed to tackle a guy that has lowered his head? How are you supposed to tackle that guy? You're supposed to go lower than him. Because you can't go higher.
That's what you're taught.
So, and something that stuck out to me when Roger Goodell had his conference at the owners' meeting was, we're trying to take the hit out of the game. You can't take that hit out of football. It doesn't happen.
Touch, two-hand touch, you're down.
I mean, seriously. They need to be talking about how we can make the game safer, equipment, correct hitting, correct tackling. Not hitting, tackling.
And
you don't see people tackle anymore.
And that sport of high velocity collisions, violent collisions, people get hurt. Hits happen. You got to stop trying to control everything. You can't control everything, especially tackling. Absolutely. And now if someone does an OBJ and dives at you with their head lowered, then yes, kick them out of the game. But if it just happens coincidentally, unconsciously, then you can't penalize players for that. You can't take away from that team because of that, man.
Absolutely.
Chill out, NFL.
Well, it's Roger, though, man. I mean, a lot of it's just, he doesn't have a clue of what is really going on. I mean, and the owners, I don't know, man. I get why you did it. I mean, you got to try to make it safer, but we'll see.
No, I don't get why you did it. You suck. Yeah. Stop it. Damn, take care of your players. I hate that rookie deal. When they go back to the CBA bargaining table, the players better say, okay.
What rookie deal?
The rookie deal that's 5 years, 4 years, and the team has an option to pick up your 5th year. Man, you talking about players that are 26, 27 before they can go into free agency. Then all of a sudden you're too old and teams don't want to pay you. The rookie deal should be 3 years max. And then you can go get paid. Because we know the shelf of an NFL player is really short. Like Zeke Elliott, by the time his rookie deal is up, he's going to be 27 years old. A 27-year-old running back. Are you going to want to give a 27-year-old running back $15, $16 million a year?
No, I agree with you, just like Beckham. I mean,
right.
Beckham, 3 years, she already got paid.
He should already be one of the highest paid players in the league because of the numbers he's put up over his first 3-4 seasons. But he's still on his rookie deal. And yes, he's going to get 8.5 this year, but the high-end receivers, the best in the game, are getting 18, 19 million a season.
Right.
So this is ridiculous. The players, y'all got to do better. Y'all better be better at the CBA.
I agree. Louisville hires former Xavier coach Chris Mack as new coach. Will he have success?
He will. I don't know how fast it will come, just depending on the sanctions that come down. I mean, they already stripped them of the 2013 NCAA title. I don't know how many scholarships they took from them. I like what David Padgett did. I thought David Padgett did a well of a job considering the situation he walked into. Now, I know he had those ties to Rick Pitino, and I understand you wanted to just clean house, get a whole new, fresh look in there, which is fine. And David Padgett will bounce back. I'm sure he'll get a job somewhere else. I think Chris Mackey, you saw what he did for Xavier. Xavier was the #1 seed this year. And unfortunately, they just ran into a more athletic team that had a good day against them. And he's going to be able to recruit, and he's going to be in the ACC coaching. And that's the big time. That's the big time. If you're a coach, if you want to be a coach and you can get a job in the ACC, especially college basketball at this point in time, that's huge. You can't turn that down. You see, Jeff Capel did the same thing. The Duke job was his. Left. So I think he'll do a good job, man. I think he can recruit Louisville. Louisville has tradition, lots of tradition. I think he'll be fine.
After they off sanctions and everything else, yeah, I think they'll be fine. I mean, he led Xavier to 8 of 9 NCAA appearances. So, I mean, what do you expect from Xavier? I mean, you don't expect him to win a national title every year.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, he's been doing a great job there. I think he'll do great in Louisville, that he'll be able to recruit because he's a good recruiter. Now, moving to Jeff Capel.
Jeff Capel, congratulations.
Pittsburgh Panthers' new head coach.
The Panthers needed something. 0 for 18 in the ACC last year. 0 and 18. You know how hard it is to lose every conference game,
Remember, BC's in the conference.
right? Who else is terrible in the? It's not a lot of bad teams, even the lower end teams. But Wake Forest, they were suspect this year. You couldn't beat Wake one time. Georgia Tech, you couldn't get them. Shoot, Syracuse. Well, Syracuse made it to the Sweet 16s. So no.
But in regular season, why not?
Why not? Yeah, I mean,
The only thing that worries me about Cable, I told you, is I don't know if he can go over an extended period of time. Yes, he recruited good at Oklahoma, but dude, he was bad after Blake left.
now Pittsburgh, y'all are gonna have to temper expectations. Y'all not winning no national championship, not anytime soon. Y'all don't have any recruits coming in.
But they have recruited well before with Jamie Dixon in the Big East. They can win conference championships. They can.
They can.
They just.
I mean, but that was Jamie Dixon in the Big East, and we're talking about when Kimball Walker was still playing in the Big East. That was 8 years ago.
Well, no, even 3 years ago, Pittsburgh was contending in the ACC.
They were all right, but we knew Pittsburgh wasn't gonna do crap. They were 8 seed, 9 seed at best in most NCAA
And
tournaments.
they've had good coaches there. I mean, don't forget Sean Miller. Okay, all right, I'll take that back. Sean Miller, yeah.
Sean Miller's a good coach.
Choke job.
Arizona's just a choke team. They have not put themselves in position to win. They don't know what they're doing. But I think Jeff Capel will do a good job. We're gonna miss you at Duke.
Who's gonna take over for coach?
I mean, Seth Greenberg, Jay Will would be such a good fit, man. But what's Shane Battier doing? What's Johnny Dawkins doing?
You don't want Johnny Dawkins,
We
man.
can bring Johnny Dawkins back into the fold.
You could, but I mean, remember how bad he was at Stanford. And he's at
And he's in the school of Florida anyway. But
UCF.
okay. I would love Jay Will. Let's bring Jay Will. Let's bring Shane Battier. One of those two guys would fit the mold perfectly. Shane probably a little older. What's another former player that we can bring on that?
Y'all are getting Chris Collins. I'm telling you.
Chris Collins is not leaving Northwestern
Yeah.
for an assistant job.
No, he'll come back as head coach.
Oh, he'll come. Oh, no doubt. Him or Mojo. They would love to come back.
And of course, y'all will make a push for Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens ain't coming back.
Oh
to the college
no,
game. Once you coach in that NBA and you enjoy that NBA money as a head coach, you don't come back to college if you can help it.
That's not true. All right, we got some more stuff to talk about. Let's move on to Steph Curry will miss the first round of the playoffs, according to Steve Kerr. Are the Warriors in trouble?
No, absolutely not. Now, if they show up with the team they have right now, then yes. But by the time first round starts, Klay Thompson should be back. Kevin Durant said he should be playing maybe even tonight, Thursday night. Draymond comes back, they can get through the first round. Now, if they play the Jazz, it's going to be a tougher matchup, but the Jazz don't have enough scoring. They'll lock in on Donovan Mitchell. I would love to see them match up with Denver in the first round, though. It's a 2-7. I would love, because Denver has players, man. Jamal Murray, Will Barton, Wilson Chandler, Paul Millsap, Jokic, the Joker. Denver has a team that could maybe scare you and surprise you in the first round. Do I think they would beat Golden State? No.
They would push you.
But they would push you, especially on their home floor. A young team like that. That would be a fun matchup. But I think Golden State would be just fine. Steph Curry 2 years ago was hurt, missed a lot of the playoffs. no problem for Golden State. They rolled through and got to the finals, losing in that game 7 against Cleveland. So they'll be okay. I just don't. I'm worried about his rhythm though. Miss 3 to 6 weeks of professional basketball, and then you trying to come back in for the playoffs. Like, how long does it take for your body to readjust, reacclimate to the league, playing those hard minutes? You know.
Especially with this, my thing is, Steph Curry's starting to get the Steve Nash thing, where he's getting injured every other season with these injuries. And he's not a big guy. It's going to catch up to him.
And Steph just turned 30.
Right.
He's been playing over 100 basketball games a year the past 4 seasons.
Well, hold on. And don't forget they freaking... I mean, he doesn't play that much. Steph Curry, Steve Kerr's like, oh, take a break. You're good. Let somebody else coach the team this game.
You have to try to find rest for your guys that have been carrying heavy loads, heavy burdens. That 2 years ago, the 7 games against Oklahoma City and then 7 games against Cleveland. That's taxing basketball. That stuff is tough, man. Now, last year was pretty much a cakewalk because the KD thing, the league wasn't ready. They wrecked everybody. That's fine, but this year is
They're ready.
different. This year is going to be different.
Houston's ready.
Houston's and they hungry. Houston ain't been to the finals. Chris Paul ain't been to the finals. He tired of hearing that he can't get his team to the finals. They're ready. Now, can they overcome Golden State? That's going to be tough.
We'll talk about
real
that.
tough.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's go into local sports. The Hornets. I guess we have to.
They were trying to win games. What's wrong with you,
They're
Clarence?
34-42. They're 6 games out of the 8th seed with about
It's
10 games. 8 games left. Yeah.
So another season that we'll finish under 500. We need to lose the rest of these games. Start tanking.
We've been saying that, but let me give them credit for actually playing Monk and Bacon lately.
Yeah, and Bacon's starting to get some confidence. You see last night,
played really good last night.
He was getting to the paint. He was attacking LeBron. He was scoring, doing his thing. Now he didn't get no minutes late because they were getting blown out. They wanted to get Kemba that record, which is fine. Congratulations to Kemba Walker.
Absolutely.
All-time leading scorer in Hornets.
Past Del Curry.
Yeah, 9,000 something points, but the Hornets. We've been saying it. We got to blow it up. We need to start over. We need to look for someone to take Kemba Walker and Nick Batum's contract off our hands. And the only way someone's going to take Nick Batum's contract is we got to offer up some filet mignon to go with it. And that filet mignon, unfortunately for us, is Kemba Walker.
Here's what I understand last night. I'm at the game, watching the game, and you start MKG. And why is MKG even playing at this point? He's nothing.
Because that's the guys Cliff goes with. I don't know, man. I don't know if Cliff gets fired. I don't know if he comes back, though. But, that's Cliff.
He ain't getting fired. They love him for some reason.
I would be starting Monk and Bacon right now. Start Monk, start Bacon. Let Kemba keep running.
Monk played decently last night. He didn't have a bad game.
The rookies just need reps. You can't draft guys and just sit them on the bench and not play them and expect them to get better. Like we say all the time here at BSSCarolinas. How the hell are you going to get better at your craft if you're not practicing and not getting any reps?
Right.
You're not letting them go to the G League and get any runs. So what are you guys doing? Play these kids. Why do you think Donovan Mitchell is what he's doing right now?
He's developing.
He's getting those minutes.
Look at what Phoenix is doing. Say what you want, but they're playing the young guys.
They're playing the young guys. They're getting the minutes. You got to get these guys minutes. Dennis Smith Jr. getting better because he's playing. You got to play guys.
Absolutely. All right, the Hornets, of course, yesterday, as you were talking about, they lost to the Cavs last night. I did have one problem with that. Cliff should have set him in the fourth. I hate that he scored he passed Del Curry with 2 seconds left. I hate that.
Well,
because everybody was leaving the arena at that point. I would rather them wait until Sunday and let him break the record, because they have a home game against the Sixers Sunday at 1 o'clock.
But they play at Washington Saturday.
Oh,
3
they
o'clock.
do play
Yeah.
Saturday. I forgot about the
So
Washington game.
we don't want him to have the record
On the road.
On the road. That's why that was the main reason for doing it. So congratulations, Kemba Walker. Check him out Saturday. It's on NBA TV. Of course, in our market is Fox Sports South.
Absolutely, make sure you watch the game. I just, I was on the way out when he broke it. I was like,
I didn't even realize he broke the record until I was looking at everybody's clapping. Like, oh, you're clapping. We got our ass whooped. We allowed LeBron to put 41 on us. Oh, Kemba got the awesome. Oh, crazy. Way to go, Kemba. Way to go.
Yeah. Congratulations, though, man. Well deserved. But let's look at the schedule coming up. Kevin Love didn't play last night because he had a concussion.
Did you see that
protocol.
elbow he took in the Miami game? Man,
That bad?
it knocked his front tooth out.
I saw the team.
He got hit hard, real hard.
Yeah, he looked like he got clobbered. This week they play at the Wizards. You talking about Saturday, Sunday? They're at home at 1 p.m. There's only 2 home games left after the Sixers game, so get out there. Tuesday at the Bulls.
Los Bulls.
How will they do this week?
We need to be losing. Oh, for the rest of the season.
Remember, we lost the Bulls twice already.
The Bulls have our number. We can't beat the Bulls.
So I'm gonna go 0-3.
I'm rooting for 0-3.
Me too. All right, Panthers sale is unprecedented according to Roger Goodell, which it's going to be because a couple years ago the Clippers went for $2.5 billion, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So now, and these franchises are more and more, so it should be unprecedented.
When a high value commodity comes onto the scene, there's very limited quantity of course it's going to be unprecedented. Anybody that has the money is going to try to want a piece. So I can see the Panthers going for $2.5, maybe even $3 billion when this thing is all said and done, just depending on who's all bidding for the Panthers and who wants this commodity. So we'll see, man. We got to keep our fingers crossed that it'll be an owner that wants to keep the team in the Carolinas. If it's in like any other owner that wants money, we're gonna lose this team.
That's very true. All right. Panthers also pick up option on Shaq Thompson for 2019 season.
That's a good move. Again, that rookie deal, we can pick up your option and pay you X amount of dollars, and ain't nothing you can do. You can sit out if you want to. They ain't gonna help your cause.
Nope, but they definitely had to do that. I mean, he's one of their most important guys. Texans owner Bob McNair defends Jerry Richardson, saying some of the comments could have been jokingly. Sure, he didn't mean to offend anyone.
Bob McNair has been saying a lot of wild stuff this year.
Why do you even say anything?
He trying to be Jerry Jones. Shoot,
There's only one Jerry.
He trying to be the new Jerry Jones. He wants to be the owner everyone's talking about. They talk about Mr. Kraft because he wins all the time. They talk about Jerry Jones because of his antics.
Because we've won.
And
we've won.
They don't talk about the Texans. Mr. Bob McNair, like, wait a second, I want y'all to talk about me. Don't forget about me.
Absolutely.
So I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all.
Well, let's move on to the more local sports. Our Carolina Energy.
The energy.
Man, you think how excited that is?
Team Power Aid.
Team Power. Holy cow. This Saturday they beat the Triangle Torch 64-25.
What in the hell?
64-25.
What the hell kind of league? Oh,
It's
yeah,
arena.
it is an arena league, so you should score a damn.
The Atlanta Havoc beat the Georgia Doom 81-56. Holy cow, these teams
they brought Gloom and Doom to them, didn't they?
So yeah, Carolina Cowboys lost 81-14.
There's the Carolina Cowboys
Is
too?
the Carolina Cowboys team? Where's the Carolina Cowboys?
The Carolina Cowboys.
I'm gonna find out. Hold Where the hell is this? Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Fayetteville?
Fayetteville has a team.
This has got to be the cornballers league.
Listen, Rochester Kings are in it in New York. All right, so we got New York. We got New York. We have Atlanta. 2 teams in Georgia. Where's the Georgia Doom at? Georgia Doom is in Macon. The Atlanta Havoc is in Beaufort, Georgia.
They call themselves Atlanta, but they're actually Beaufort.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but your Carolina Energy is 1-0.
Go check them out. What, Bojangles Coliseum?
Yep, Bojangles. Now that Charlotte Checker season's about to be over with, I mean it's perfect time to go to Bojangles.
Shoot, it isn't over yet. They're still playing hockey.
Yeah, they're still playing hockey. Yes, they're still playing hockey. Let me see. Let me go look at the schedule for the Carolina Energy. Play the Richmond Rough Riders March 31st on the road.
Rough Riders.
Yeah, the Richmond Rough Riders.
Double R.
Man, see. Then we got NASCAR. What's going on with NASCAR?
They're off this week. They had to race Martinsville Monday because of the snow over the weekend. Clint Boyer broke his 190 race winless streak. That dates back to 2012 on that short track. Got the lead with about 150 laps to go. Was about to run out of gas and got a caution, which blessed him. Kept that lead, held off Kyle Busch. Way to go, Clint Boyer. I actually like Clint Boyer. He's one of my favorite drivers because dude is country and he don't give a like he will cuss you out, he'll get in your face, he'll fight you. But congratulations, Clint Boyer. Team Stewart Haas has had a solid year already. 2 of their drivers already in the playoffs, multiple wins. They're just doing the thing. And the Chevrolets, my God, y'all, they gotta get it together. They look awful. They look awful right now.
No wonder I saw Danny Hamlin at the Hornets game last night.
Well, he has courtside seats and LeBron James was in town.
Yeah.
But
I didn't see Cam last night. I figured he'd be there.
Oh, no, Cam's in Atlanta. He's got all those kids now. He got like 3, 4 babies. But no, Denny is usually at all the Hornets games. He's a huge Hornets fan.
All right. When we come back, we'll get into NCAA Final Four, look at our brackets a little bit more. UMBC, the bracket busters. And then we got baseball, man. Baseball starts today. I can't wait. You're listening to BSS Carolinas.
So what's life? Rock, your wife don't get you, man. Whose earring is this?
Not that one. I do need the phone run, though. This thing got me nuts. Because it says find people, so it goes you and the TV. So I turned the TV off, and it's still looking for people on the TV. So it goes back and forth, and then it does a wide shot. Then it goes back to the TV. So I have to keep pressing it, because I can press it, and it will go to, like everybody's talking. I'm going back. It's cool though. It'll show just you, and it'll show just me. If we got Smoochie, I can hit Smoochie.
Yeah, that's better than that wide view on the phone.
Yeah.
Just like we have actual cameramen in here.
This thing.
2 shot, 3 shot, 5 shot, tight shot, wide shot.
Yeah, it's camera system. Find a face. There's no damn face here, man. Get this face out of the way.
Shout out to the homeboy Tristan Thompson. Did you see his photo shoot he did with his baby mama?
No. I'm scared even.
Tristan Thompson doing them Hollywood things.
Tristan Thompson. He barely played last night after Larry Nance came in.
Larry Nance took those minutes.
He starts, but J.R. Smith was killing it.
I was like, where? See that J.R. Smith, he don't ever show up. It's like once in a blue moon. He'll show up and put on a performance like that. I think coming off the bench is best for him. A little less pressure. He comes in with the second team, and then he can just look to score. 'Cause I think he feels pressure when he playing with LeBron. LeBron has the ball, he puts up the shot. He feels like I gotta make it every time he passes me the ball. Like, bro, just go out there and just be JR.
He was killing Bacon last night.
He's giving it to them, and they kept calling for that and one foul. And I mean, rookies get their rookie treatment, but he's got to go through these things. He's got to play, and he's got to learn and grow from it. Bacon can be a player in this league. He's 6'6", 6'7" guard. That's an athlete that can score, that can shoot from long range. Like,
Monk can play too, man.
we never play these
We
guys.
just need to play Monk.
We just gotta play these guys.
Because Monk was making some stuff last night. He had like 7 points.
You know, he's still on the fan, but
And Frank had a good game last night.
Frank, that damn.
My wife's like, why is Bacon on LeBron? I was like, who's on guard him? She was like, Kaminsky? I was like, are you serious? Alright, stop.
That's barbecue chicken.
I was like, stop.
That's barbecue chicken. They eyes light up when they see Frank Kaminsky come out. Oh, Frank, you out here, really? Like, he went out to guard George Hill. George Hill saw him and said, okay, couple dribbles, step back, 3 in your face. Like, that's George Hill hooping on you like that.
George Hill was killing it too, man. It seems like everybody showed up last night. Rodney Hood started hitting shots in the third.
That's what he's been doing for them since he's come over there. He's streaky, man. Rodney Hood is so damn streaky.
See, but the night before they only scored 79. And Larry Drew, Drew's your coach right now. They're going to struggle, man. I don't think they're making out of these.
Well, Larry Drew was a good coach for Atlanta. When it was like Mike Bibby, Joe Johnson, and Larry Drew had that team down there, they were making runs. Al Horford, they did some things. They were in the playoffs. They were like a 4th, 5th seed every year.
They ain't making, I don't think they'll make it to the East.
The East is so devastated with injuries right now. Boston has way too many injuries.
That's true.
Do you still trust Toronto? I've seen Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan these past few playoffs.
And
one game they show up, one game.
And the last game they played against Cleveland, they got waxed. So I'm interested to see what happens this week because they got a game against Cleveland.
Now, I like what Toronto does. They play with a lot of energy. They play with a lot of guys, but in the playoffs, the playoffs are just different from the regular season. It's absolutely different.
This is BSSCarolinas. Live from Charlotte, North Carolina, we are proudly sponsored by Attitude Broadcasting with your host, Rocky. This next one said JJ Barea. I was like, what? JJ Barea? Yeah, player of the week. Well, the number 4, a serviceable player. Fitzpatrick. I'm going to say Summit Foundation, Jason Garrett. Mr. 315.
The Cowboys. Wait a minute, Jason Garrett's the coach for Dallas? I'm gonna have a name. Jesus Shuttlesworth. You don't give him a pass on that suit either, and that hat, Tom Brady. Probably the best.
And Big Shot.
And ain't nobody fresher around me. Mason, and Margella.
Tom Brady losers. Dude. Gotta show them love while you can. The Doo-Doo Browns get their first win of the season. Bill Belichick, he got game.
Be Reggie Langford. Who the hell is this running back?
Cowboys.
He holding up to 6, baby.
This segment is sponsored by Cody Zeller.
You are listening to BSS Carolinas.
Welcome to BSSCarolinas on Stitcher, Spreaker, iTunes, iHeartRadio. I'm your host, Rocky. Joining me on the show today, as every week, is B3 Exponent.
Live on opening day from the Carolina, Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Oh, God.
That's right. 1-800 TV Radio.
Or go CSB.com, and it's always officially sponsored by the Attitude Broadcasting Company
The Real ABC.
for 2018.
We put attitude in broadcasting. And don't forget, CSB, you can learn by doing and make your dreams come true.
It's not easy though, man.
No.
Nothing's given to you.
Definitely not. Man, I can't wait. I'm so happy for today. It's opening day. I got my Matt Kemp jersey on. He's back with the Dodgers.
Is he?
Yeah. He got traded. We traded him for Adrian Gonzalez.
Gone is gone.
And Gonzalez now is in New York.
With the Mets.
Yeah. There you go, Scott Ely. You got your first baseman.
Ooh. The Metropolitans.
That's right. But first, man, we got NCAA we want to talk about here in this segment, and we have Dummies of the Week. There's a ex-Seahawk that's going to be on that list. And we'll go to college basketball. We'll talk about the players that came out, where they should go, where they should get drafted, and all that good stuff. But first, man, I got shoes of the week. Because I'm wearing some shoes today.
Look at this sneakerhead over here.
You guys got to stop, man. I'm serious. Now, my wife was all about the sneakers too, because the Hornets do the drawings, right? Every time there's a drawing, she's like, what do you think? So this week, what is the shoe this week? I'll show you. Do you have one?
Yeah, it was Air Max Day, National Air Max Day, a couple days ago. So go get those Air Max 96s they re-released, or just get you a fresh pair of the 2018, 2019 Air Maxes. Nike dominates the game, man. I know Yeezy be pushing his little stuff, and Adidas are cool, but it's nothing like a fresh pair of Nikes. You got to have those, man. Love Nikes. So get your pair of Air Maxes. There's so many colors of them, so many colorways, and LeBron had his LeBron 15 305 edition, the Miami edition. There was like a turquoise color, Miami Vice with the pink on it. They were pretty fresh, man. So there's a couple of them for you right there. And Jordan re-released the Jordan 10 in the all gray color. They've been out for a minute, but I think those are pretty sick, man. I love the Jordan 10s. We're on the bottom, it goes all his stats the way he did up until the end. It was like world champion, 3-time MVP, etc., etc., etc. on the bottom of the shoe, man. So those are a few to go check out, go cop. If you love sneakers like we love sneakers.
Absolutely. It's the Air Jordan Retro Era Decisive? Yeah, these here. The low era Decisives. Those come out this weekend.
The Jordan 11 lows.
Yeah. Those are nice. So we'll see what my drawing is. If it's in the top 20, I'll probably have some new ones next week. So if you can't see those, make sure you go to our Facebook page. I'll have them. Now, the other one, I'm coming Team Under Armour, just pointing out. It's the Rocks.
Dwayne.
The Rocks, have the Rocky
The
logo,
Raw Bulls. Look at
the
Dwayne.
mustard colors.
You go get your pair of Dwayne's.
These are nice, man. I'm telling you, inside of it, chase greatness.
Oh yeah, and Under Armour and Steph Curry released a low top edition of the SC4s. They're pretty sick, man. He did damn near tear his knee apart in a pair, but that wasn't his fault. It wasn't the shoes. That was because JaVale McGee's an idiot.
That's true. Now, I will tell you, Under Armour, these Under Armour shoes, most comfortable shoes I've ever had.
Yeah.
The sole, it's just so comfortable, man.
I might have to go cop another pair of sneakers this weekend.
But thank you, Smoochie. Shout out to you. You get me on this sneak. You and James and Bobby get me on these damn sneakers. Now I spend all my money
I
on
love
sneakers.
sneakers, man.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, the other day, my mother-in-law was like, "You got another pair of shoes?" I was like, "Yeah." Have you not watched? Do you not watch Blackish? You know, I'm that guy that has that closet like that big. Well, I want to have like 30 different pairs of shoes.
You gotta have sneakers, man. You gotta have shoes for all occasions. No question.
And I'm actually matching now. I mean, I got a gallon of black shirt. Man,
And that's how you can do it, man. I promise you.
I'm working on it, man. But anyway, that's our sneakers this week. If you have any sneakers to share on our Facebook page or Twitter at BSSCarolinas. All right, college basketball players who have entered the draft. We'll start with LiAngelo Ball.
He's dropped 72 in the big baller brand game.
Dude,
It was against like 5'9" or 5'7" little Asian guys, but he still dropped 72.
after the whole Lithuania thing, does he get drafted?
We'll see how he works out. I mean, the kid can score the ball. I haven't seen him play in person, but I won't sit there and scoff and say, "Ha, hell no, he won't be drafted," because he might have a chance to be drafted. He's like 6'4". He's stout. He's got the size. You know, he can shoot. And if you can put the ball in the hole, the NBA wants you.
Right.
So I think he has a chance.
I think he's got a chance.
He's not going to be a lottery pick. We know this. I don't even think he's a first round pick.
I think he's a.
But is he a second round worth taking a look at? Yep. Why not? Why not? And even if he doesn't get drafted, go to Lakers G League team.
Yeah. I think he's going to be a free agent.
You think he's going to be an unsigned free agent?
Yeah, I think somebody will take a chance and put him in the G League.
Why not?
Because think about it. Even if you just put him in the G League, he'll draw attendance.
Because he's got that last name?
Yeah. So why not? And especially if you're a Lakers G League team, why not? You take them. I wouldn't do any of it because I don't.
Ball in the family.
Ball trouble. All right. The next player, Michael Porter Jr. declared.
We knew that was going to happen. It kind of just depends on who's drafting where, because no matter who gets the first pick, they're going to take DeAndre Ayton, right?
Yep. Right now, they have Michael Porter going number 7. Ayton, they got number 1. They got Porter going 7 to the Cavs.
If he falls there, we'll see though, because
no matter what, Ayton's going number 1.
if LeBron decides to stay, I see the Cavs trying to trade that Nets pick and trying to get him more help. We make this championship run, go for the gusto now. We're not worried about 5 years down the road. We need to win while LeBron is still doing what he's doing right now.
If I'm the Cavs, I'm not trading it for another player. I'm trading it to get number 1 pick. I'm trading to go get Ayton. Can you imagine that kid with LeBron?
But what if, Ayton's still going to need some time to grow. What if DeAndre Jordan is out there? The Clippers say, okay,
Nope.
You draft this guy, you send us him, and we'll trade you DeAndre Jordan in a signed trade. DeAndre Jordan to fill the middle for the Cavaliers right now would be unbelievable. With Kevin Love spreading the floor.
I don't think so. I don't think so because, dude, the problem with LeBron and his teams, he always gets the older player. DeAndre Jordan's not going to help them against the Warriors. These kids coming out, Marvin Bagley, Ayton, those guys are special that could be the difference makers. Look at the Celtics, man, with Jaylen Brown and Tatum. They've got some young talent that go against the Warriors. and I think they have a shot. The Cavs with that old unit, they're going to get waxed.
Well, they're not as old as they used to be.
But
Rodney
you
Hood's
still,
still young. Jordan
but
Clarkson's
if
young.
you look at that group of players, there's no superstar player in that group. They're good role players, maybe. Rodney Hood's not going to be a top 5 player in this league.
But
Larry Nance ain't going to be a top 5 player.
when Jordan was winning, it was Jordan and Pippen as a superstar, and then there was a bunch of role players.
But LeBron's not Jordan. He can't win with role players. He can't.
He's gonna have a
And he
chance to
doesn't
start.
have a number 2.
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love can't stay healthy, and they don't use him right.
They've been using him right. He had.
No, he
was
doesn't.
getting 20 a game before he got his
He
tooth
should
knocked
be
out
at
his face.
25, 30 a game with LeBron playing with him.
Well, he doesn't.
The
make
way
no
they
shots.
played last night, yeah, LeBron scored 41, but J.R. Smith had some shots that to me, J.R. Smith was a difference maker. Because when he was on the court without LeBron, he was killing.
Because all he had to do was do what he does best, and that's try to put the ball in the hole.
Right, but LeBron needs a younger guy to help, and I think Marvin Bagley would be perfect with the Cavs.
But he would definitely still need time to grow, man. You know.
Does he? Because look at Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell's killing.
Donovan Mitchell is a special rookie. There's not that many.
You don't say Marvin Bagley's not going to be a special rookie?
He's 6'11". He doesn't have all the quicks in the world. He doesn't have the greatest handle.
But today we don't know because I'm just saying. I think
Bagley in 3 years.
I think Ayton's going to be a special player.
Ayton, if he's healthy next year, is going to be no question the rookie of the year.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a game changer. He could be a franchise
But
changer.
you can't tell me you put a talent like Ayton or Bagley on the court with LeBron and it's going to make a difference. I just think, getting a guy like Jordan.
James, though, LeBron James don't trust rookies. That's why you got to get him a veteran that's someone he can trust.
But there's got to be a point in his career where he needs to be like, you know what? I need a rookie, a young guy I can mentor.
Yeah.
Because he's at his age where he needs
in
that.
6 years, when his son is ready to try to come to the NBA, that's when he'll say, I can bring the rookie.
It's some BS. You need to set up the future now. I just, because you don't know how long that's going to last. Real fast, Marvin Bagley.
Whoever gets him is going to be, they're going to have a nice pickup.
Right now, they got him going to Memphis at 3.
Memphis needs a big. They need a big. So if they can get him.
Number 2 is Luka.
I would like to see Wendell Carter Jr. actually fall to the Cavs.
Well, right now, they got him going 6 to Dallas.
Dallas definitely could use a big too.
Yeah.
Wendell Carter Jr. has the size and he has the athleticism and his game is complementary to a superstar player. Doesn't need many touches, but can score in the paint, can make free throws, and is an athlete and a rebounder. And a shot blocker.
Cleveland would be great for him.
Cleveland would be awesome, man. But
I just think Bagley's going to be a better
Bagley's going to
all-star
probably
type player.
be, yeah, absolutely. If he stays healthy, because he can shoot from all over.
Can you imagine a guy like even Jason Tatum with LeBron? I think one of those guys that is special to be with LeBron would be great. I love him to go to Charlotte, but that ain't gonna happen. NCAA Final Four, Kansas beat Duke in overtime 85-81 to advance to the Final Four.
Some back calls near the end, phantom charging calls.
You sound like Carolina player.
Man.
Sound like UNC fan, man. Blaming calls.
Missed free throws. We had chances to win. We had that game won. We made some free throws and made more shots that we just missed. It happens. We played well enough to win, make a miss league. We just didn't make enough. We gave up, and we kept giving up that corner 3 to Newman.
Newman was hot.
He
scored 13 points.
Like, all they would do was just run Newman around the baseline, run him over to the damn left corner, and damn stupid Grayson Allen act like, let's not pick up Newman. Let's let him keep shooting. And that's what he did every time. It was the entire second half. The whole offense was run Newman to the corner against the zone and let him shoot the 3. And he killed us.
Can I just say, I'm so glad that the era of Grayson Allen's over.
I'd like to have been over after Monday night, but it is what it is. I'm rooting for Loyola Chicago. Let's go,
Let's
Loyola.
go. Yeah, let's go, Sister Jean.
Right? Make some money off my bobblehead.
That's right. Villanova advances to the fifth Final Four after beating Texas Tech 71-59.
We're not surprised.
Villanova is just tough, man.
They've been the best team in the country all year. They were number one for what, 13 straight weeks or something during the season?
Yep.
They have been the best team in the country, and I mean, my mind is saying they're going to win the national championship. They're going to beat Kansas, and they're going to beat whoever comes out of the Michigan Loyola Chicago game. But I'm rooting for Loyola Chicago.
I'm rooting for Loyola Chicago as well, but dude, I got a feeling about Michigan. I mean, the way they won that game, they looked awful against Florida State. They did not shoot well whatsoever, and they still beat Florida State by 4. They played good defense. They got some shooters. They got They got Wagner in the inside. I don't know, man.
That 4-guard lineup that Villanova plays is tough. And all their guards are like 6'4", 6'5". All of them can handle. All of them can shoot. They are tough to contend with, man. They are really freaking tough to contend with.
I hope Loyola Chicago does well, but we'll see. So who wins Loyola Chicago and Michigan?
My mind is saying Michigan, but my heart is saying Loyola Chicago. So I'm going to say Loyola Chicago. Loyola Chicago is going to win the whole damn thing. I'm going Mar here.
They got 2 national titles. This might be the third.
This might be the third.
I'm gonna go with Michigan in this game, man.
But let's be real. At the end of the day, Villanova's going to win the national championship, man.
So you got Villanova winning the whole thing.
Villanova's going to win the national championship. They've been the best team in the country, man.
I've got Michigan winning against Loyola, and I think it's going to be Michigan Villanova, and I just got a hunch about Michigan.
Take Michigan.
I'm gonna take Michigan.
I mean, you said Michigan State. Maybe it was just
The wrong
Michigan.
in-state team. Freaking Michigan State, man. Disappointing. I'm gonna tell you, this was the greatest weekend of my life, being at the championship game, the NCAA tournament this past week, or last week. Friday was the best day ever, because I saw, saw NCAA basketball, but I saw Virginia get beat by a UMBC team. That arena was insane. I mean, watching number 16 beat a 1,
Right.
that is a life-changing moment. You'll never, it was amazing. Even Virginia fans were clapping. Some Virginia fans.
So I saw more
Not a
tears.
lot.
I saw more tears and jeers and cheers.
Oh no,
they were upset.
They were very upset. Don't get it wrong, but they respected UMBC. And Ryan Odom, of course, is Dave Odom's son, and he can have any job he wants right now. But he's gonna stay at UMBC.
I would too.
In case you don't know what UMBC is, it's Maryland Baltimore County.
I've never heard of Maryland Baltimore County.
I haven't.
Like how the hell does Maryland Baltimore County have a basketball team? What?
Tell me about it, man. But I will tell you, if no one got to see that game, go back and watch it wherever you can find it, because it was crazy.
It wasn't even competitive.
No.
It wasn't like it was a last second heave.
Well, the first half was competitive, and then the second half, they just put 53 points on them. Jordan Lyles, I will tell you, heck of a player, man. He ain't going nowhere. And I will tell you, Morey, the 5'8" point guard, he's not 5'8". He might be 5'5". All right, but he was such an ant, a pester. He was a gnat. He was everywhere you would go. That point guard was unreal. How defense good.
And Virginia just played out of their minds during the regular season.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with the college basketball tournament, man.
Well, they're also chokers.
Yeah, true that.
Tony Bennett and that Virginia program is nothing but choker.
They overachieved this year, man.
Yeah. All right, let's go into our dummies of the week. I got a couple of those, and I can't really share mine. But so far the tournament's been great, right? I mean, it's been one of the best ones I can remember in a while, between Loyola Chicago and UMBC winning that game. And all the other upsets, I mean, you have 2 number 1 seeds go out early. You got any W's?
Rory McIlroy. So he won the Arnold Palmer Invitational a couple weekends ago. His first win since 2016, and good for him. But then he comes out and says, they should not let the fans drink. Like, they should put limits on the drinking. I'm like, what? This is golf. This is one of the boringest freaking sports to walk around and watch. How the hell you gonna ask a fan not to be drunk at your boring ass sport? And, you know, it's one thing when you're playing. It's fun when you're playing. But just sit and watch. And just be sitting at the hole and waiting for a golfer to show up. That crap is boring. And you telling me that you trying to limit my drinks? Shut up, Rory. Get out of here with that dumb crap.
No, I'm kind of, maybe if you stop it after they get to the 15th hole or something, you know, on the last golfers come through. I don't know.
Hell no. I want to drink from dusk till dawn at the golf course, damn it.
You kind of need to though.
Right? And
you
it's
have
all day.
Yeah.
Like, golfers come out there, they start rounds at what, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and it goes to like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. That's all day. You talking about limit my alcohol consumption? Hell no, Rory. Rory's the only one. Hell no, man. Get out of here.
Alright,
What's wrong with you?
I've got a couple. First of all, Dodgers Field had sewage leak during the game that stops the preseason game.
Idiots.
During the game, they had to stop it. That's my first one. And then Trevor Boykin was cut by the Seahawks after he broke his girlfriend's jaw and choked her.
Hasn't he been locked up for the last 3 years?
If you remember, before the draft, he had a problem with TCU where he was suspended the last game of the year.
And they still drafted him. He was still on the team. He's a freaking beat. I got another one.
Okay.
Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. That ultimate deletion match on Monday Night Raw 2 weeks ago, that was the dumbest crap I've ever seen in my life. What in the hell was the purpose of that match?
Alright, here's a quick question. Have you ever seen TNA's version of it?
No.
Okay. The delete gimmick he did in TNA, and they did the same type of match. The only thing on this one I will say, it was better than that one.
That was better than that one.
Because that one was bad production value. This one had good production value.
It was still awful.
I know you. Unless you really, the gimmicks, WWE did not do a good job of setting this gimmick up.
This thing was whack.
Yeah.
And Matt Hardy knew it was whack and was on TMZ to follow it.
You
You
didn't
didn't
like-
like my ultimate deletion match, then I'm gonna delete you. I can't delete that thing from my brain now. That's what I need to delete.
Go back and watch the TNA match.
Damn.
I figured you was gonna have that one there.
Crap.
Alright, let's go into LeVar or Lance. Alright, more like LeVar Lance and cut it short today. Steve Kerr believes even without Steph, the Warriors can beat anybody now or in the playoffs.
That's neither. Because they still have oodles of talent even without Steph Curry. They can beat anybody. They damn sure can. As long as they play their game, they play their defense, and they make shots. Which we feel like Golden State's gonna make shots.
I'm gonna say Lance. Right now, to me, it's a little bit outlandish because, dude, I'm sorry, dude. The Rockets are playing great. There's some really good Western Conference teams this year. Blazers, Thunder, Pelicans,
And I wanna like the Rockets. I don't trust Chris Paul.
No, I don't trust Chris Paul and James Harden at all. But they are playing those 4 or 5 teams are playing so well. I can't just write off.
I'm just scared
And they don't have the depth they had in Golden State.
they don't. They still have good depth though. They still have been able to come in with Livingston and Iguodala, and they've been Jordan Bells and JaVale McGee's and Quinn Cooks and Patrick McCrawls. They've been playing everybody that they have, and they've been finding ways to win.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and they're going to defend. They are going to defend.
We'll see, because and the other thing is they've had injuries all year too, with KD, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green,
But
and Steph.
we know Chris Paul gets injured, and he always gets injured at the most inopportune time. A couple years ago, it was against the Blazers.
The difference
They blew a
between
3-1 lead.
I know
They had on the Rockets.
the
in
difference
Western
between
Series.
them though and that team. I trust the depth of Houston more than them, because Houston now has Joe Johnson that can come off the bench and
Joe,
score.
40-year-old.
He can score though.
He can still
All
play
right,
ball.
he's in a perfect situation to shoot threes. Eric Gordon, I mean, dude, they got some shooters that come off that bench still. I don't know. We'll see. I just think there's so many good teams in the West. And I'm not just talking about Houston. I'm talking about the Pelicans. I'm talking about the Thunder.
Like, the West is
I
going to
mean,
be a grind.
the
Whoever
Blazers.
comes out the West, it's going to be a grind.
You got to play Damian Lillard and McCollum. Man, I mean,
It's definitely going to be a grind. And
So
that
we'll
first round matchup, if you match up with Denver, you match up with Utah. Imagine
Playing
if
Utah.
San Antonio was right there at the AFC.
Yep.
What if you match up with San
And
Antonio
Kawhi.
in the first round, and Kawhi actually does come back? And the way LaMarcus Aldridge is playing, that's not an easy out.
No.
San Antonio ain't. Oh, San Antonio's easy out. Hell no, it ain't.
let's go to baseball real fast. Madison Bumgarner breaks his hand after being hit with a line drive. How much will this hurt the Giants?
You saw what happened last year when he got hurt right before the season, and it derailed their season from the start. It's going to do the same damn thing to them again this year. I don't know, man. Since it came out that he's a little bit racist, he's been getting hurt. I think that karma thing's starting to come bite you in your rear end.
Yeah. Right now, the favorites to sign Bryce Harper. Cubs are 150, Nats are 250, Dodgers 350. Who signs Harper this offseason?
I want to say he stays in D.C. He's got a good thing in D.C. He is the face of that franchise. They're going to pay him. Why leave? Why leave a good thing? And he can be the NL MVP every year. Playing there. Now you go to Chicago, they got so many faces in Chicago, you're just going to be just another one of the guys. Same thing in LA. They got so many faces in LA, it's going to be another one of the guys. Now, that's what you want to do. You want to take a little pressure off yourself because you haven't performed in October when it's mattered most. Go look at his postseason numbers. He has not performed in postseason. And you want to take some pressure off yourself and you want to add a few more guys around you, then I think LA is the place. But I want to say, for right now, as of today, he will re-sign with the Nationals.
You think he's going to re-sign?
I think he's going to re-sign with the Nationals. Because I think he wants to be the guy, the main guy, getting that $400 million check and leads his team, a franchise that's never been to the World Series, to a World Series and win a World Series for him. You know, it would be so much bigger for him to win a World Series with the Nationals than it would be winning with the Dodgers or the Cubs, because those two cities have won World Championships.
He's not winning one in DC though. I think they're gonna blow up that whole group after the season. I think he goes to LA. Maybe even the Angels.
Go ahead with out there with Shohei
Trout.
Ohtani,
And Trout.
who can't pitch to the major league hitters.
Oh! Let's preview the divisions real fast. Who wins the AL East?
Yankees.
You got Yanks?
Yankees.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Yankees, man. But watch out for the Red Sox.
The Red Sox still have talent.
JD Martinez.
I do not sleep on Baltimore either. Baltimore played well last year too, and Tampa always finds a way to be competitive. The East is going to be tough, but Yankees.
Yeah, I'll give it to Yankees. They need the starting pitchers to stay up.
Yes.
I think they will do. All right, who will win the AL Central?
Astros. No, they're
AL
not.
Central.
They're
That's the West.
That's my bad. Wow, I was talking to a Tigers fan last night. He's real pumped about this season.
For what?
He thinks they got a chance, but it's going to be the Tribe.
It's gonna be the Indians, but watch the White Sox.
You ready to start trying to put money on the White Sox?
I'm telling you, dude.
Oh,
That
man.
lineup is dynamic.
They're young. They got a lot of young talent, but
Makata's gonna be in the race this
can you
year.
go from 100 losses to damn near 100 wins?
Yeah, the Astros did.
But they not the Astros.
Now, and don't forget, the White Sox have really good young starting pitching staff. That's coming. They might not be this year, but they're coming. I'm just saying that's a sleep. In baseball, that's my sleeper team this year in baseball.
Okay.
They come out of nowhere. What about AL West?
Astros.
All right, AL West, AL wild card.
One of them is going to be from the AL East. The loser between the first and second place is either the Yankees or the Red Sox, and I'll say the other one comes from the AL West, either the Angels or the Rangers. Because the Rangers will still be competitive. I still feel like they're going to compete.
I'm gonna go with the Red Sox and Twins.
The Twinkies?
Yeah. Now,
I know the Twinkies had a
watch
good season last year.
watch for the White Sox, but I'll go with the Twins right now because they got some really good young guys. They got a good young pitcher in Jake Ortiz, but that's gonna be my two. What about NL East?
I mean, by default, it's the Nationals.
Yeah, everybody's rebuilding.
Everybody's rebuilding. They handled
Phillies, watch the Phillies this year too.
it.
Man.
Phillies, man.
Jake
They're-
Arrieta
Come on,
and make them better.
come on now.
No, they're a young and upcoming team. They ain't there yet.
But I mean, this NL East is on a silver platter for the Nats.
All right, NL Central.
Ooh, this is a good one.
The
My
Brewers added Christian Yelich and Lorenzo Cain.
My heart is in
Something good.
St. Louis,
St. Louis. Oh, St. Louis just signed Greg Holland as close.
and they traded for one of those players from that big Marlins blow up. With,
Yep, Yelich. Yelich went to. No, he went to Brewers. Yeah, they got another one though.
I can't remember what they got.
Igor? No.
I don't remember Igor. My heart's in St. Louis. I like the Cardinals.
I'm gonna go with the Cubs. Watch the
Oh yeah, I
Brewers.
forget the Cubs are in that damn division.
I'll go with the Cubs. Who wins the West? NL West.
The Dodgers. No
Yeah.
question.
It's the Dodgers, man. The Giants, I think they'll be better, but with Baumgartner out, I'm not sure. Arizona, I'm not sold on whatsoever.
Zach Greinke is hurt.
Yeah. NL wild cards.
The Cubs, because I feel like the Cardinals will squeak them out in the Central, but the Cubs, they're going to win a crap load of games. And the Giants, because the rest of the National League is
Yeah, it's questionable.
is whack.
I'm going to go with wild cards. I'm gonna say the Brewers, Milwaukee, and I'm gonna go with the Phillies. I think they make no.
Now-
That East is horrible.
Now Milwaukee, that guy, damn, I can't think of their star player's name.
Who?
He had a great year
Milwaukee?
last year, yeah.
Eric Times.
Anyway, yeah, they got a guy that
They
can
got good
share.
young
They got some good young pitchers. But I'm not rooting for any team Ryan Braun is on. He's crap.
Who's winning AL?
The Pennants,
Astros.
hell no, the Yankees
We
we
got
can win the
Yankees.
Pennants this
We got
year.
Yankees.
Astros got us last year. We're gonna win it this year.
I'm gonna go to Astros, man. I think y'all.
I love the Stros though, man. I love the way they play. They play football.
NL. Who wins the NL?
I want to say the Dodgers. I think it's going to be a LA New York series this year in October for the right to call themselves champions of the baseball world.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Yankees and Dodgers too. I think the Yankees will make that jump this year, hopefully.
Not the Stros. You're going to change them out from the Stros.
Yeah, but I see them repeating. I really can see.
I
them.
can see them repeating too. I mean,
I
they're
mean, they're
strong.
so good. Man.
They're so good.
All right. So there's our preview on baseball.
Who's your MVPs? Real fast.
MVP? Machado. Manny Machado.
Machado.
Because he's going to hit like
Baltimore.
55, 60 home runs this year.
How about the
Contract year, he's on. For the NL,
How about the NL?
this is going to be a homer pick. I'm going to say Seager, man. Because he had an okay year last year, but I think he's going to have an even bigger year. I'm gonna go with Seager. You know, Billingsley, watch out, but I'm worried about the slump with him. Not hitting. I don't think he'll hit 40 home runs again, 39 home runs again. I think it might be 25.
It's hard, man, when you come off a hot rookie season and you come back that second season.
What about you?
National League, got Bryce Harper, because he's always, it seems like, the favorite in the AL. Mike Trout. Mike Trout's healthy. It's like it's his award to lose. The only reason he doesn't get it is
he's hurt.
He's hurt.
Sleeper for young Potter. I love this guy, man.
But I do like the Manny Machado reason. I think those are all great reasons to think that Manny Machado could go out and win the AL MVP. No question.
He's gonna hit at least 50 home runs, maybe 60. Cy Young, I think Chris Sale, probably AL.
I can see that. Who else? Or my guy from Houston, what's his name?
Dallas.
Yeah, Title.
Oh, Garrett Cole also got traded from Pittsburgh to Houston. Watch him, I think. NL MVP. You know who did you think?
Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper. Right. Cy Young. It's going to be Clayton. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be Clayton.
Kershaw, when he's healthy, he is the best regular season pitcher.
Because he did not give up runs the whole season.
Right? I saw that 0 ERA with like how many innings? 21 innings pitched or something. That was ridiculous.
He's I think he's on his game this year. We'll see what happens. All right, let's go into cash money.
I like money. I smell green. What's in your face, Dad?
Because I know you got that too.
Southern smoke.
All I ever wanted was some cash money.
All right, cash money players of the week.
All right, shout out to Carl Anthony Towns. 56 points and 15 rebounds against the Atlanta Hawks last night. First 50-point game of that young fella's career. And plus he's on my fantasy basketball team, which I'm in the middle of the championship run. Him and LeBron James carried me last night. Thank you guys. I really appreciate all the getting do for me. Clint Boyer broke his 190 win race starting losing streak. Way to go, Clint Boyer. Clint Boyer, as they say down in Louisiana. Well, what the Robertsons call him on Duck Dynasty. Let's see who else. UMBC. We can't say it enough. Came in, nobody even heard of this damn college. Beat Virginia. Like that's huge, man. It's absolutely huge. No doubt about that. And LeBron James.
Oh, so you beat Smoochie, huh?
Yeah, I'm playing him right now. And LeBron James, 866 consecutive games of scoring at least 10 points, tying the greatest of all time streak. And has a chance to break it Friday against the Pelicans. I mean, you know how good you have to be to score 10 plus points in 866 consecutive NBA games, and how durable you have to be.
Or just how much of a bully you have to be.
You have to be the biggest and the baddest, which he has been. 866
Oh no, we got to give him
games.
credit. Yeah,
That's
insane.
10 and a half seasons. Damn.
I got to say, me for finishing 10th in a 12-man league in our bracket. That's horrible. In our basketball league.
NBA basketball, man. I dominated the fantasy basketball. This is fantasy football. This be getting me.
Yeah, you killing it.
I need to switch that up. We don't play for no money in the fantasy basketball.
No, I don't want to because honestly, I don't remember checking it since the All-Star break.
Oh, God.
Kyrie Irving. Okay, yeah, no wonder. Kyrie Irving, Avery Bradley. This is about starters.
Oh,
Paul George, Kevin Love,
Your whole lineup's hurt.
Jaleel Okafor, Dennis Smith, Brian Anderson, Steven Adams, Gary Harris, Justice Winslow, I got Darren Collison, Tim Hill, or Bobby Hill, Tim Hardaway, Buddy Hill,
No.
Tim Hardaway Jr., Marvin Williams, Marson got tight, DeMar DeRozan I got on the bench, Harrison Barnes, Rudy Gobert, MKG, and Alex Lynn. I didn't draft these guys. Oh no, that's another team. I got Winslow, Gary Harris, Ryan Anderson, Ben Smith. Yeah, but 3 of my forwards been hurt most of the season. That's crazy. No wonder I've been stinking at basketball. For me, I got Vlad Guerrero Jr. for sending Blue Jays home home with a walk-off blast in Montreal. Dude, this guy, this kid,
father like son.
This kid is gonna be special, man. I'm telling
You
you.
saw how easy Vlad swung the bat, but as easy as his swing was, it looked like he was swinging viciously.
Yep.
The dude was still a baseball.
Absolutely. Dodgers donate $2 million to Puerto Rico for rebuilding. Congrats to the
That country
Dodgers.
still needs help. As
Absolutely.
much help as we can send them.
But that's awesome the Dodgers do that. Clayton Kershaw finishes the spring training with a 0.00 ERA.
0 ERA. No earned runs allowed in 21 innings. That's
Uh,
like 3 good starts.
Absolutely. UConn women basketball for making 11 straight Final Fours.
Dominated South Carolina too.
Yeah. Are they the greatest franchise of all time?
Yes.
It sure does look like
Yes.
it.
You can't deny it, man. How many undefeated national championship seasons has Gino Auriemma had since he's been there? I feel like it's been at least 3.
Yeah. It's been at least 3. But
And
11 straight Final Fours. is
I
insane.
know Connecticut women's basketball usually gets the cream of the crop talent, but you still got to coach these ladies.
Right.
You still got to put them in positions to win, and no one does it better than Gino. Yeah, there is. Absolutely.
All right. Jaylen Brown hits game winner versus Jazz last night.
Big shot for him too. Stepped right in, all the confidence in the world, knocked it down. Huge.
And last but not least, Kemba Walker for becoming the Hornets all-time leading scorer. Congrats to Kemba.
Past Dale Curry, we know Dale Curry. I was listening to the radio and they said he only started 77 games in his entire career. And to be a franchise all-time lead scorer, to be a role player, you knew that it wasn't going to last forever. But it's still good to have. Because in today's NBA, how many players are sticking around with one team long enough to get these stats?
That's very true. It's tough for a lot of these teams. All right. This week, some games going on. Thursday, tonight, you got the Wizards, Pistons, Thunder at Spurs, and the Bucks at Warriors. That'll be a big game. Pelicans at Cavs tomorrow night on ESPN. Raptors at Celtics on Saturday. That's a big game. Sunday, you got the Rockets at Spurs at 3:30 ABC. You got the Thunder at Pelicans, another big game Sunday. Then Tuesday, you got the Raptors at Cavs. Big game. And it's not on TNT because they got the Warriors playing at the Thunder at 8 o'clock. So there's like, you got the Wizards, Rockets, Celtics, Bucks, and the Spurs and Clippers. There's like 5 big
Raptors,
games.
Cavs. Hopefully NBA TV is
I
carrying
hope
the
so.
game. If not, watch it on League Pass.
Yeah, it needs to be.
Celtics
Celtics at Raptors on Wednesday and the Spurs at Lakers.
I know
Those are on ESPN.
there's a lot of great NBA and we're coming down the stretch. I'm gonna be watching baseball. I feel like
Yeah.
all weekend. Have me a whole bunch of beers and watching baseball.
I'm gonna go home and enjoy it today because it's gonna be great. Opening day is always fun.
You always gotta check out opening day, no question.
Absolutely. There's always stuff, and then we'll check back
And
on
it's
All-Star break.
and it's gonna be a beautiful weekend here in Charlotte. Kevin Hart is in town March 31st at the Spectrum Center.
Don't forget Sunday's Easter.
Easter Sunday, absolutely. Make sure you go get your Easter baskets, your Easter outfits and stuff. Plenty of candy for the kids. No exceptions. Toys R Us went out of business. You hear about that?
Yeah.
They're closing their doors. I'm waiting for that big sale because I'm going Christmas shop. We about to grab all the kids' stuff. Okay, this is what you get and we put it in the right. Opening Christmas Day. My daughter knows we Santa Claus.
All right, 2 words. Ronda Rousey says she fell out of love with MMA. Says WWE is the only reason why she returned to the public eye.
Split lip. I would have fell out of love with MMA too after my lip got destroyed after I got kicked in it by Holly Holm. Shoot, you saw how bad her lip was split.
I know.
Like, she had major facial cosmetic surgery. I'm out. I'm out.
Big money. That's the reason you left.
Definitely better money.
Tony Romo shoots 5 over 77 at PGA Tour debut at the Corrales Resort.
Not bad. We know Tony can golf, but he's not a full-time golfer and to shoot 5 over
At
at
PGA
a PGA event. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot one more W.
What good?
Skechers. They got a new commercial featuring our guy we were just talking about, previously mentioned Tony Romo. When they put up the label for Tony Romo, they put, quote, Tony Romo, pro football legend.
He's a
Pro football legend?
Well,
Pro football legend?
he's a legend.
Okay. No, Skechers. These are the former NFL quarterback. Former
great,
Cowboy quarterback.
great quarterback.
Not pro football legend. Stop, Skechers. Stop.
We'll have the debate about Hall of Fame in 5 years. Ready Player One movie.
Oh, looks neat. I mean, the graphics, the CG they invested in that movie. I definitely want to check it out. I just don't want to spend my money to check it out.
It does look cool. It looks very cool. Toys R Us closes door.
Christmas shopping early. I know that's too rich, but
Happy parents.
I'm about to go get myself like a remote control car or something. Hey, I want me a new remote control.
So you have something?
Hell yeah. I'm still a big kid at heart. Never gonna give up my youth.
We are. Alright, and then last but not least, let's go into Bon Voyage. Alright, you got any Bon Voyage?
Of course, Bon Voyage, this week's episodes of BSS Carolinas. As always, like my cohort says, you can catch us everywhere, Stitcher, Spreaker. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. BreakdownSportsShow.com, the Facebook page, Breakdown Sports Show. You can catch us on just everywhere, man. Just everywhere, man. Like my partner in crime loves to say. Catch us everywhere.
Absolutely. A couple other cash money players of the week I wanted to mention real fast. Mo Cheeks elected to Hall of Fame.
Maurice Cheeks,
Yeah,
nice.
Maurice Cheeks elected to the Basketball Hall of Fame this year. Steve Nash, Grant Hill, and Jason Kidd also inducted this year.
Worthy recipients.
Yeah, definitely.
Worthy recipients.
But next week we'll do top 5 player. We'll do top 5 pitching staffs entering this season, and we'll do top 5 bullpens next week on the show. Some other Bon Voyages. G Leaguer Zeke Upshaw passed away at age 26 during a game last week. Thoughts and prayers with his family.
I mean, like I've said on this show, the human body isn't meant to play professional basketball. It is a tough sport. Your body is pushed to its absolute limits. You exert insane amounts of energy and you push your muscles to work hard, really hard. So it does happen, man. And it sucks it happened to that young guy. Yeah, thoughts with your family. I don't know how we can be better at trying to detect these things earlier if kids do have
And it was just a heart attack.
it's just a myocardial infarction. You can't predict those. That's one thing I wish we were better at medicine is like predicting or having a way to see that, okay, if you exert your body to this level, that you have a chance of having a heart attack. You know, so maybe playing professional basketball shouldn't be what you should do.
And we don't know the whole situation. I hope, but thoughts and prayers. But I wish we did too. Isaiah Thomas underwent surgery on right hip. Will miss the rest of the season. Terrence Williams of the Cowboys will miss this offseason to recover from foot surgery. And Royals catcher Salvador Perez out 4 to 6 weeks.
I heard that. That's a huge loss for the Royals. The Royals weren't going to be any good anyway, but to lose your best player, whew, That hurt. End of the road.
That's right, man. End of the road. You got anything else?
Happy Easter, everyone. Like I said, eat all of the candy and drink all the beer you want to, man.
Happy Easter, everybody. Have a great Easter weekend. Don't forget, go to church with your mom, dad. But shout out to Mrs. Rocky, Melissa. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday,
today.
Mrs. Rocky.
Love you. We'll have a great dinner tonight at Fleming's.
Nice.
So I
Nice.
gotta get like
You going
steak.
go surf and turf?
No. Yeah, I'll probably get her a little bit of lobster.
Lobster tail for his birthday is always one.
Yeah, give her a lobster tail. Alright. Thank you. Let's give a shout out real fast to Ball is Life. Smoochie, James G. Y'all got a job. I know you got a show tomorrow. Your job is your show. So good luck tomorrow, Ball is Life. You can follow us on BSS Carolinas, Twitter, Facebook. You can catch us everywhere, as I say every week.
Sports is life. And wish me good luck. I'm getting my taxes done tomorrow, so hopefully everything turns out on the up and up.
Absolutely. And we'll see y'all later.